Hello everyone, Mrs. Gigi here with another episode of the Craft Room time. Today I know one thing that I want to do, and to me that is quite relaxing. I do want to create a new glue book page. I don't know if I want to say glue book, but I've been making throughout the month all sorts of just gluing down with the help of 5 pages. Hello, Beth. So I thought that we can make one today because you know, it was some time ago, and I feel like it's the great thing to do. Hello, Miriam. Welcome, welcome. Today I am going to use this. This is a Swedish magazine, 5 pages. Do you want to help me with pages? And let's look into it. It's always like this with all these magazines. What's the number? 6, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2. Yep, 1 through 2. Let's see, 150, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Number 7, let's see, 120 is the maximum of pages in this magazine. So we will start with the number 7, which means I am going to pick 7 pages. You can do it this differently, of course, depending on, I would say. And this is number or page number 7, which means that I am allowed to use something on this page if I like, but normally I just take the actual page that we have chosen or Miriam has chosen for me. So I don't know, is this the upcoming Christmas gifts maybe? I have no clue. Number 7. Yep, I can definitely change. I will see depending on that what type of pages I have. Let's just take a random one. This one. Oh, that wasn't much. Maybe some background things going on there on this page. This wasn't too much either. So depending on, we need 3 more pages. So another number. Anybody? Anyone? Let's see. We will take one at the back here somewhere. This page. Oh, this is about. This is stress-related symptoms. Number 9. Let's see. We have up to 120 pages to choose from, but we will take number 9. Let's see. That's number 12. 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, isn't that fun? And then I will choose another one so that we can start. Let's see, number 18. Oh, that's a beautiful one with some candles and flowers and everything. So there we have them. Let's see, this one, and this one, That one. Let's see. And these. Black and white and red. So with this, I am definitely just going to cut this thing out. Just like that. I'm thinking, do I want to have... Let's look into if I just want to have the candles or these things fuzzy cut out. I don't know. And this isn't really... I do want to have these, so let's look into it. I do need to have some people on the page, don't I? I will go with the other one here. Not really a photo, but some graphic, small little things there. We can maybe do that. Let's see, on this page, on this side. Maybe the words that isn't really, you have the right. It talks about the stress-related pains and aches and, you know, throughout the body, really. So that isn't really too fun to have on a page. Hello, Vanessa and Janet and Jean. Welcome, everybody. This is more fun. Do we like those? I like her. Let's go with the easy one first, and that is to cover this. I am using an old Happy Planner, so I will just take some of these pieces here and trying to cover at least part of this thing. Let's see, you don't want to have that. I think so, but not the pink there. Just tearing it apart really, because we need to cover the page. And then this last bit of piece and there. So let's see. A little bit of, I'm not really thinking of covering the whole thing, but you know, most of the bigger parts. Let's see. Definitely go like that. Going to cover those face bits. And something down there. You know, this thing will be covered anyway, I feel like, but I don't want to have too much of the Happy Planner things show. That's what it is. So that's my main goal when doing this, to cover those up. And then that thing. These will, of course, be saved, maybe to use later on in this project. Let's see. M, and then it says Father's Day, and it is actually Father's Day here in Sweden in about a month. So I will save that, because I know that I will be looking for little something when it comes to Father's Day. Put that aside in the word bin. And then these. Let's look into it. Can I have both? Because I love this woman, but I don't know. We will go with those. They are kind of cute looking, all happy. I do like that thing. It's from 1948 and it's called The Composition. I don't know about what it is though, but I like the colors there. So those will be in here somehow. So creating something when it comes to, you know, in this case, not being particularly prepared, it's kind of fun. Let's see if we can cut her hair out, because I do want to have some of the curls still there, of course. I don't know about the US, but when it comes to hairstyles and fashion trends and things like that, it's all into the 80s now. I don't know what it is with it, but it's, you know, all into the pastel-y things, and the hairstyles and everything is, yeah, I don't know. Why is it a cycle? Because I'm thinking, like, seriously, I don't know what to say about the 80s, really. With the hairstyle, the perms, and yeah, it is kind of fun. But that is definitely a trend here, at least here in Sweden. Let's put this one down just to cover these little things from the Happy Planner, or at least part of it. Yeah, definitely, Gail. The 80s hairstyles and things is getting really, really popular here. And that to me, you know, that's, I don't know. I am speechless when it comes to the, you know, people having the perms and the, yeah, I am literally speechless. But in a way, of course, it is kind of fun too. Because how in the world can it be that, you know, every 5-10 years or so, we all look at each other like, okay, it's time for it again. You know, because that is exactly the feeling when it comes to trends and hairstyles and fashion and whatever. It's five kids from age from 81 to 80. Yep. Maybe that's your turn to relive the beautiful 80s, but in your way now. Miriam. Yep, that would be kind of fun. I myself was born in the 80s, so I was really young, but I do remember it anyway. So I will have it like this for now, looking into these. Let's see, where do we want to place them down here? With a little splash of color there underneath. And this, I don't know what happened today. I just felt like if I don't do anything, it will be a total disaster, because the feeling where you have like a tiny little bit of skin, a flake of skin, like I just want to tear this a little bit, and then it's suddenly like, oop, it was not my intention of making it bleed, but that's the result of this band-aid here. So yep, that's what it is, unfortunately. My son was born in 79. I had a perm before. Yep, that's the thing. All the perms, they are literally coming back as we speak, at least here in Sweden. And I do remember my mom making some sort of, at home perm type thing. I don't know if that was even like if it was new in a way, because the smell of it was, I don't know. Let's say it wasn't the best, but she had her perm, definitely. And the music and everything, it's literally coming back as we speak. And then, of course, before that, we had to have the era of the 70s here with the shoes and, everything to go with the 70s. So that's kind of fun. Oh, Mufasa. Oh, wow. You'll never know. It might be coming back. And, yeah, it might be. I do have curly hair myself, but, it's not a perm. That's my hair like it is. And I don't want to say it, but I would love to have straight hair. It would be so much easier in a way, or at least that's what I'm thinking. Mom perm my hair and I have natural curls hair. Oh, yeah, I can imagine that. And on top of the perm, there was the clothing. So, yeah. But to me, it's kind of fun to look at. Let's say, my youngest, she's in 6th grade, and she is into all of these typical 80s things. And yep, I can only say it with one word. It's a bit strange for me to look at her like, seriously, what's going on? But she is so cute. It's just the era thing with the 80s. I don't know. And here in Sweden, it has been a thing with the typical 80s type food and things like that. So even the food is more or less trending. Oh, wavy hair. I have curls. At least now. I know that my hair has changed a bit throughout the years, but for now it is definitely curly. I think, Gail, when thinking about it, me with curls wants straight hair and vice versa. That's how it's always been. See, I like these. It's a little bit of color to this, so oh, sorry for the glare there. But I'm thinking these would be beautiful to put in the collage. I was into straightening my hair at one point in my life, but I straightened it, and I was 13, 14 at the time, and straightened it as morning off to school, a little bit damp, like rainy type weather. 5 seconds it was curly again, so I don't know. Yeah. So I hope that you have had a beautiful day so far, or for some of us, I know it's the afternoon or evening, so a little bit of relaxing time, maybe having the opportunity to play along with me doing your crafty things, maybe sewing a little bit, things like that. Let's look into these. These are 100. These were $140, or almost like $145, but now they are only $70. I want lasagna. Oh, we ate that the other day. Prepping lasagna. Lasagna is a good, it's one of those with some salad and things. All the kids in my family are like screaming out, "Yay, lasagna!" and looking into it as, oh, it's some sort of pasta and a beef type thing, or even like vegetarian lasagna. I don't know if you're into that, but that is something that we quite like in the family. Did I just throw away the last little bits and pieces? Of course I did. These. I don't know if I'm going to use them because they are really tiny, but yeah. So are you all into decorating or preparing for Halloween? We actually talked about that at my work. I think it was yesterday, because Halloween is actually becoming a thing here in Sweden, even though I don't know what to say, because the same day as we have, and I would say like the US and some countries celebrate Halloween, we have something to commemorate all the friends and family that's not with us anymore. And they have, like, choirs singing in the cemeteries, and you can go there and listen and lighten up some candles and just pray for a bit if you like, and talk to the family and friends that aren't with us. And that, to me, because of here in Sweden being so dark, going on the cemetery with a lot of song choirs, and it is a really, really nice a really nice event. And it's not really it's not a big thing with lots of music and everything. It's just it's like the Mexican Day of the Dead. Yeah, you could kind of compare it to that. That is, yep. So, but we celebrate this on the same day that the Halloween is. So for me, I don't know. It's more, and I would say, like, I don't really know exactly why Halloween is celebrated or what it really is. I've only listened to what I've heard in the news and things like that, as I haven't really celebrated it, maybe one would say proper. But having a day to go to all the cemeteries with the church choir singing and lots of candles, having a relaxing time, and if you like, of course, pray or talk to the people that isn't with you anymore and things like that, to kind of celebrate their lives. That is my, I wouldn't say my Halloween time, but it is the same day. So when thinking Sweden and Halloween, and I know that it's becoming bigger and bigger each year, I don't really want this Swedish tradition to disappear. So hopefully not, but you'll never know. Let's see, we are now in our yep, I can definitely see the holiday coming, And one thing, though, when coming into this season of the year, I would love to celebrate Thanksgiving here in Sweden. That's a holiday that we don't celebrate. We have it, like me and my family are celebrating it a little bit. But that is just because, I kind of like the holiday and, what it stands for and things like that. So that's one that I would love to hopefully see becoming bigger here in Sweden, gathering as a family and, with all that. So, but other than that, we are just actually waiting for Christmas time. And then we, of course, have the Advent calendar. So we have the Advent calendar on TV with the kids having like a series, like a children's series, one episode each day of December up until Christmas Eve. So that to me is, you know, the Christmas or Christmas tradition. And then maybe something that isn't celebrated too much in the US is Advent. All Hallow, along with the let's see, even though the world trend to a global attitude, I'm glad to see that it's still local things that different. Yep. Yeah, I kind of like it to be a little bit. Yeah, it's all Hallows Day along with its Eve, but yeah. But it is that, like, when thinking Halloween, is that a I don't know, is that really to me, All Hallows Day is a Christian thing or like a church related thing, but Halloween isn't really, is it? Because I'm asking because I have no clue. We don't have it as a tradition here in Sweden at all, you know, or at least. And I'm really thinking about it because the first time I actually heard about Halloween as a thing, and that as a thing, that's what I'm saying. Like, that was maybe 10 years ago. You know, I didn't really know what it was until 10 years ago. So even though I know, and I've known for several years people from the US and people all over that celebrated Halloween, but what it was and what it's standing for, I don't know. No, it's not a religious thing. And that to me is a little bit sad because we have all here in Sweden, we have all the holiday things and everything. It's religiously, and from back in the day type thing. And then I'm speaking of, like, really, really back in the day, old, like 11th century or something, things like that. Old Swedish traditions. I kind of feel like this is going to be in the back. Oh, most Christian churches, yeah. But do they celebrate the other holiday? And I don't really know the English. Is that the All Hallows Day? The one that we have, because that is like religiously or like church related, if you like. I don't know. It is definitely commercialized. That's what's so strange, and it's yeah. I don't know. It's one of those like, I have this and this and this, and I've prepared this, and I have this big tree, and I have this, and it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger each year, and it's almost like it's not almost. It is the competition between friends and even in families, and it's yeah. All Hallows Eve. Let's see if I can have that up a little bit. And I don't know, having it like that. I feel like I want to have it growing from her head somehow. Maybe I'll like to, read a little bit like this. And the funny thing is, I know I've had it done before, reading about Halloween. But do I remember? I don't know. from each year, I mean, it's a new thing each year. So apart from those small little bits and pieces, this is what we have done so far. Do we like this? I don't know. No. And let's look into the back side though, because this was kind of nice. That's a nice picture then here. Let's use that thing. Yep, it's definitely it's sad. To me, it's supposed to be a relaxing, fun day, especially for the kids in each family, or the younger ones. But when it becomes a competition, like it is, it's not really, I don't know, it doesn't really have the right purpose in a sense. So I am going to cut this word out. It's beautiful, it says in Swedish, but in Swedish it is vackert. Beautiful. I don't know about her. I'm thinking, am I supposed to know who this one is? I don't know. It felt like she was like some sort of famous something. Do I want to add in some of the blue? I think I am. Let's look into the blue, and I don't want to have this. So those little pieces will be thrown away. This, I was thinking about using them, but I'll save that one for now. And let's see, adding in some blue little bits and pieces here. And tear these because I don't really like too much of straight edges. Let's go here, adding in more of the blue. So last week I remember that the feeling that I had was that last week went really, really quick. And now I realized, like, tomorrow, oh, it's Wednesday already. Because the feeling of having all the days just running quick. But to me, somebody might say that it is a stressful thing, but I kind of like it to be like it is, because at least me, when thinking about it, I have the workplace now where I love to be. I feel like I go there with a smile each day. And that's kind of nice. That's a really, really nice feeling thinking about it. Let's see, I kind of want to have that one covered up there. I don't know why. I just have the feeling. And maybe something a little bit more thin. And a little piece of the blue there. Yep. This will do. And this, to me when doing this little collage, is once again one of those quick and easy things. That was wrong on me. It isn't really easy at all times, but it is fun. And it also, to me, gives a signal to everybody that you don't really need to buy those fancy things, whatever you like, you know, artists color really, really expensive things. You just need some junk mail, or, you know, there are a lot of free magazines and something to glue it in, or you can actually use the magazine itself, which makes it even more interesting. So with thinking in those terms, you don't really need much to create something fun, to create art, or I don't necessarily want to call it art, but you know, creating something fun. And for me, also have the opportunity to do something that's relaxing. I am, for those of you that don't know, working full-time now, so unfortunately I don't really have too much time for YouTube, or I could, of course, if I wanted to, but you know, full-time work and the other fun bits and pieces of creating when preparing and things like that, which means as of right now, it is this time of day together with you like this that I have. And I do have a sort of special value to all of it, really. Let's see. Do I want to have this? I don't even know. And I would say, like, I don't even know what it is, but we'll definitely put this little vase with flowers down here. Something like that. And then cut these off, or at least part of them off. Do we want to add that word? Definitely. Beautiful. And just because we can, I'm going to use that one there. I'm not particularly, let's look into those for something else, maybe something smaller. And these, are we going to have them as raindrops, or in the picture they were tears? I don't know if I like that thing. I don't want to have any tears. I'm just going to have them like this. A little bit. Let's see. Now I'm really National Geographic. That's a beautiful magazine. And I don't know. I want to say like 10 years ago or something. I had a lot of National Geographic magazines. Like a lot. Then, one day I actually said to myself, like, are you ever going to use these? In the time space of reasonable, like, yeah, I couldn't really have the thing saved for more years that I already had. And I said, of course, like, oh, I've had these saved for maybe like 5 years. I don't even know what to do with them. And it was a lot, like bags of a lot of magazines. So when we moved, me and my husband talked about it, like, I need to downsize things. And of course, those were the first thing that went into the bin. And now I am a little bit sad, just a tiny bit sad, because it was maybe 2.5, 3 years ago or something like that, that I was, met up with all of you, and having the opportunity to have the craft world in the junk mail and junk journaling type craft world open up to me. And then I realized I shouldn't have thrown them away, the magazines. Like, why? So yeah, unfortunately they're not with me anymore, and I don't really know if I will be able to get some more, because it's not a thing. I'm just going to put him like this, and then I'm thinking something blue up here, just a tiny little piece. Is that a little bit too much maybe, or peeking in like that? Yep, I think we will manage to do, and I will cut this thing to the point where it can be seen as I've put it underneath. Let's see, lift this thing up. I don't want to glue it too much. And then underneath this, just the tiniest. Have a beautiful day, Janet, and a nap. That's really, really important. When your body tells you to nap, do that. No, I am going to save that thing. I'm definitely going to. These are white now. I'm thinking that I would actually glue them down and put a little bit more color into these. Just to add in something. So just a tiny bit of blue. We do have to look into that. Let's see, have them placed right. And how are we going to do this? A tiny bit of watercolor, just the tiniest amount, and I'm not really knowing if this is visible on camera. I just want to add a little bit of blue. And sometimes when doing these, it's easier to take a photo and put it up on my Instagram, just because the lighting might be a little bit different in the photo. So you can definitely create something with the 5 different pieces of magazine pages. You can even take 5 different from 5 different magazines. That's a thing too. Oh, we have totally forgotten about those. These. Let's look into those. We're just going to put them down. I don't know. Adding them as we speak, kind of feeling. That's a bling. That's a bling. Sometimes when doing these things, I kind of look at the camera because it's easier to see the right angle. Do I want to cut the thing off? Just placing it like that because I can. Putting these, just a little bling and a little bit of some more colors into this, and even the blue. So there, and this one. Like that. And then the candle. So we're going to put that one down here. Let's see. It's not really too visible like they are. Let's see. 2. With or without them. Because I don't feel like I want to put them anywhere else. Yeah, that might be nice. Like a little gathering type thing down here. What's the question? You too. I don't know about the question. It might be that that Jane, let's see, or was she meaning Janet? I don't know. We need to ask you, Miriam. Working on the salad. That's a yummy thing. When looking into time here for me, it's almost 8:30 p.m. And I don't know about you, but to me, that's kind of the time of day where, number one, of course, the kids need to go to bed and things like that. But when they have gone to bed, it's snack time. That's the feeling. When me and my husband are looking at some movie or, an episode of the series, and things like that. We are actually looking on a Netflix series right now, The Good Doctor. The last season that we have here in Sweden is number 5 so far. I do realize they have started at least to have a series, or the season number 6 for that series. So we are not really looking on too much like normal TV, apart from maybe, of course, the news and things. But when it comes to TV programs, we are definitely more into series, like on Netflix and Prime and HBO and whatever. And I don't know. We have a lot of channels, so. Oh, your families live. Oh, they are in Holland. We are a couple of Europeans in the. There is a lot of Europeans in the art community, of course, but in our little place here on YouTube, in the in the junk journal community, we're a couple of people from Europe. A girl from Denmark. There is, I think, 2 from Holland. And then we have Janet from the UK and another girl from France. So we are a couple of them, but it is a little bit of a challenge, when coming up with all the lives and things like that. Hello, Kevin. Nice to see you. So nowadays it's a little bit less YouTube time for me, actually, because of my work. Things have changed, I might say, but this is what we made today. Oh, thank you so much, Kevin. Nice to have you here. Let's see, we definitely need to glue that one down before we end all this. For those that haven't really seen this is an old happy planner. Had it for years, and I was about to use it for something else, but then came up with the idea of I need some sturdy papers, and I just need a relaxing time and to glue it. And this was maybe like a year and a half ago or something. So we have done quite a lot of things, different things like this. This was one. And it's in a way random, in the sense a couple of pages, or even this game that we did today, 5 random pages from a magazine. But it's totally different depending on what we have. In terms of what pages, some of these creations that I've done, it's a little bit different, but Most of them are based on 5 random pages and creating something just because I feel like having a relaxing book time. That was 2. This one. So totally different, but really, really fun. Oh, I need to have a little bit of Mod Podge time and putting these things together. What is that? That is something. Is that not really glued down? I don't know. Let's go in the bin. So totally random, as you can see. And here, somewhere in between here, I think I started with this glue challenge of 5 pages. And some words. Saved some of the pages just because I found it nice to have a little bits and pieces of art in there too. Things like that. So we did this one today with all the bits and pieces that we had. A lot of fun. But I am, in terms of right now, needing to say goodbye to all of you. It was really nice to have all of you here. And to all the replayers, thank you so much for watching. And like each week and every Wednesday, I will be back again tomorrow, 1:30 Eastern Standard Time, together with a friend for Friends Day on a Wednesday, like I am always. And soon it will be time to have a little bit more pumpkin Christmas related type thing. This, for those of you who are interested, is the pumpkin game that we created last week on Tuesday stream. It's available as a Gigi on my Facebook group, Mrs. Gigi and Friends. You can just print it out there and use it if you like. It's kind of fun to have a thing to do for yourself or together with your family or your grandkids or things like that. So it's available if you like. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a beautiful day. Bye everyone.